Hi, it's Daphne. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about my new reading strategy and goals going forward. All right, I have a couple of strategies that I want to implement into my reading each month and just kind of in general to work towards. And I wanted to share them with you. I thought this could be a thoughtful video so I could reflect on it later to see how well I did at the end of the year. So I have 8 goals / strategies that I want to implement into my reading for the rest of the year and just going forward that I want to share with you. 4 of them are on like a monthly cadence, and then the other 4 are just general goals. The first goal is that I want to read at least one book of the month book a month. That's quite wordy. But I have a few of them piling up. I have been skipping a couple months, but I've literally read 0 book of the month books so far this year, and I need to change that. So that is a major strategy I want to do. I have 7 unread book of the month books on my shelves that I really need to get to. It doesn't make sense for me to keep buying them if I'm not going to read them. I feel like my problem is that they're not typical books for me. I chose them because I want to push myself to read new things, and that's why I haven't gotten to them because they're just not my typical. But I want to get over that, push myself, and get them read. And why am I subscribed to Book of the Month if I'm not reading the books, you know? I do enjoy seeing the selections each month. It is fun, but I need to read them and stop skipping. My next goal is I want to read at least 1 to 2 Kindle Unlimited books per month. I'm obviously subscribed to Kindle Unlimited, so if I'm paying the, what is it, like $12, $10, I don't even know, subscription, I want to make sure I'm reading my value's worth. So if I could have bought an ebook for $6 or whatever, I could have just done that for cheaper if I was only going to read 1 KU book. You know, obviously some EU books are more expensive, but I want to get my money's worth more and not go months without reading KU. And then another goal I have is I want to continue to prioritize my unread physical books. I have this cute little jar here. Let me grab it. And a couple months ago, I put a bunch of paper strips in them with book selections for my physical TBR. And I could always choose from this jar for inspiration to really push me to read the books that are old on my shelves that I just need to get to. If I read it and I don't like it, I can take it off and make room for other books I'm excited about. But I can't just let them live here forever unread. And then the 4th goal that has to do with the monthly cadence is I want to read 5 books a month at a minimum. That is very manageable for me, though at times it feels difficult with life, but 5 feels like a fair number for me personally, and I want to at least hit that each month. All right, and then the next 4 goals are just general overview goals, like I said. I have the Libby app. I actually linked it down below. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just think it's very useful. It's a library app. You can just put your library card in there. And I want to continue to utilize my library. It's such a great resource. I feel like a lot of my reading comes from the library. I just love things that are free. So I'm going to continue to do that for sure. And then I've personally found that reading multiple books at the same time is a good strategy for me. I sometimes get stuck on one book and then I end up not reading enough, or it's just taking me too long and I'm just not hitting that 5-book goal if I'm stuck on one book. If I'm reading multiple books at the same time, I can kind of speed that process up. I could get through one while I'm continuing another one and maybe even start like a 3rd book at the same time. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So if I'm reading like Pachinko and it's taking me a long time, I can read like 2 fun, steamy romances at the same time in that same time span, so I can get more books read. So that is going to be my strategy as well. I can't forget that. I sometimes get distracted by one book. And then kind of a major one, I want to prioritize not even prioritize. I want to just like attempt intimidating books on my shelves, like the books that are really, really old, have been sitting here for a while, or books that are like this one, The Pillar of the Earth, which is a massive book and it's different from my typical, but I've heard it's amazing and I'm excited about it, but I'm also intimidated by it, you know? I probably will make another video about all the intimidating books I have on my shelves, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And then the last goal I have is just to continue to mood read. I have been doing a lot of book reading challenges, particularly the Magical Readathon, which has been so much fun. But I just want to make sure I continue to mood read in between the challenges, because forcing myself to read really slows me down. I just gotta go with the mood. So you'll see in my April wrap-up that I had some reading plans that kind of fell to the wayside, and I mood read but was still able to accomplish the challenges with the mood reads, thank God, coincidentally. But it was much more enjoyable to mood read than try to force myself to read a book just to fit a prompt. So those are all my reading goals and strategies going forward. I hope they will work to my advantage and help me reach some of these aspirations I have for my booktube channel and just my reading in general. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any cool reading strategies. I'd love to know. And that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye!